Welcome to the details. Let's get right into it. Relatives of some girls kidnapped by a Nigerian in the western region sit on tenterhooks as police intensify the search for the girls. The first incidents happened, we understand, in August last year. Well, that's almost 6 months ago. And one person has been arrested, even though he's just one of the members of the syndicate who've migrated from Nigeria. We'll hear from Gender and Social Protection Minister on this, plus a live interview with Police Commander for the Western Region. Also, we'll be live in Takoradi as JoyNews deploys a team of reporters to help in dealing with this matter. The hashtag for the campaign is Bring Back Our Tardy Girls, and Tardy is T-A-A-D-I. I'll come back and take some of your comment on this disturbing story on social media right now. But here is a report on what has transpired so far.
A mother in pain, weeping over the disappearance of her daughter more than a month after she was kidnapped. 56-year-old Comfortahin says her 18-year-old daughter Ruth Quason is yet to be found after she was kidnapped at BU Junction in Takoradi on 4th December last year. It will be recalled that earlier this month, parents and relatives of 7 girls who went missing under strange circumstances embarked on a demonstration, following which a Nigerian, Samuel Udoteg Wilson, was arrested for allegedly masterminding the kidnapping. The distressed parents are appealing to government to find their missing children. Here is Comfortahin.
When you're 18 years, last year you were Fiji. No certain if you another page maybe all management or a fair friend.
My daughter is 18 years old. She completed Fiji Senior High School just last year. She was worried about staying home without a job. She told me a friend was helping her get one. On 4th December, she left home to meet that friend. 2 hours after she left home, she called my line and demanded 5,000 cedis. I got worried and alarmed. I asked her where she was, but she couldn't give me any information about her location. Her line went off afterward. He demanded 10,000 cedis. We bargained and pleaded with him. He later agreed to take 8,000 cedis.
Father of 15-year-old Priscilla Mantibia Kranche, a first-year student at Secondary College, who was also kidnapped on 21st December 2018, says he strongly believes his daughter is dead since her dress and scarf were found during the rearrest of the suspected kidnapper.
On their search, they called one of my sons, and when my son went there, they showed him the dress. He confirmed that it was my daughter's dress.
Okay.
So when they called me, in fact, I couldn't believe still my daughter is alive. Because how can the dress be found and then the person is not there?
The police in the Western region have been tight-lipped on the matter, only urging the parents to be calm as they make efforts to find the girls. But an uncle of one of the victims, Asari Aidan Texan, is accusing the police of not doing enough to find the girls.
My niece was kidnapped. Now the person was arrested. There about 2 days or 3 days, we heard the person has escaped from the prison or the cell, which is uncalled for. Now we managed doing a demonstration against the police. Just a night that we managed to do the demonstration, they called that they found the guy again. So this thing I don't understand. It is a hard time that the police and the CIDs have to wake up. We cannot sit on this issue. It's very, very serious. It's a month and 2 weeks. And what do they want again? The culprit is at hand. So what do we do now? You have to torture the person to talk. He's not talking. And we all know he have admitted he have the guys or the girls with them. So where are they? I heard over that they've jailed him with the escaping. That's not escaping matter. We want the kid. We want the children. It is not the prison we want.
Those are some family members there. In the meantime, mother of a survivor of some recent kidnappings in the same place, Takoradi, has told JoyNews that her 18-year-old daughter has just been left traumatized and mentally unstable since she came back home a day after she was kidnapped. Here is Prophetess Betty.
That Wednesday, no, or on the 7th August. Na me kaya sorry with baby. To me buy ya na wase or kwata diaba. And then again, no, na Thursday. And my chebaya 5:30. Oh yes, I met a voice to be what my assume say means abonte. Me pia abonte I made the fa kwan me share my banner sir. Oh see be one way one no men sana wa bo no na me. Rough into me when ya na met in casa. Why ya me benny bibi. Na me who so much and me left and right.
On the 7th of August 2018, my daughter told me she was going to get some items. She never returned home that day. We searched for her, but it didn't yield any results. The following day, I stepped out of my room and found my daughter with parts of her hair cut out and looking like a drunkard. She couldn't talk. After several attempts, we gave her a paper to put down her thoughts. It was at that point that she narrated everything that happened, including seeing a huge snake with 2 heads. At the beginning, it wasn't easy. She was scared of stepping out of the house. Sometimes, she begins to shake uncontrollably and miss screams. Though she is better now, she is struggling to speak. She speaks as though she is now learning a new language. Indeed, I heard on the news that they have arrested someone in connection with the kidnapping. I was very happy. And I hope all the families find their children because it is not easy. Even though nobody demanded money from me, I think the police must be up to the task and bring the perpetrators to book.
Your friend to me foreign you be no old tree. Say that you go son kaka krama. To buy last week I met say. Omo kaka. So much kidnapping be no ya Nigerian in Amsa. Everybody na fan akwan. Na mempai bwana say nka about my parents nkwara na ma chonwa no nyame wo nkwankwa dembe oye mame no onye nkwara no so wa wo fosa onfa nkwara na mbra amwa wo fa woni bi jinjina kwa me manya na yankafa sa dia me di wo beto no to baby mami me kwa me kafa ma dia me gusu aka na ma aboso nyame adom ya nene kasa hu say wa na me pese me bisa ne nsem bi mpon onkai because onim say bibi say mpo ekwaso na abrebom.
So that's the mother of one of the young girls who was kidnapped. But President of the Ghana Academy of Arts and Sciences, Professor Henrietta Mensah-Bonsu, has been commenting on this matter in this interview on the Super Morning Show.
I'm a mother of daughters, so I feel this keenly. I believe that a few mistakes have been made because now kidnapping is by professionals. So if the handling of it is amateurish, then you won't get very far. I believe that more senior, more experienced police investigators should get involved. I am surprised that you have tried to reach the Western Regional Command without success. I would urge them, if they are near a phone, to contact Joy FM, because this is the kind of silence that produces further insecurity. Everybody is vulnerable. And so if people feel insecure, you should be on air assuring everybody that the matter is well in hand. Sometimes we don't put enough value on our females, because if we put value on our females, then the disappearance of one would have caused consternation. But if the disappearance of one doesn't cause consternation, then it goes on. Almost 2 decades ago, we had the phenomenon of women being found killed.
Yes.
We never really got satisfactory answers, and we moved on as a nation. Perhaps this should reawaken us to the fact that a woman is also valuable. And we should put everything into finding that one woman who cannot be found. Let us find her and let her explain why she did not make contact with people. We will learn from it and give advisories.
Professor Mensa Bonsu there, as she says, she's a mother of daughters. Now, lawyer and vice president of policy think tank Imani Ghana, Kofi Bento, agrees with this position. He says the police's lackadaisical attitude to the case gives cause for worry.
A totally nonchalant approach to this whole thing. And I imagine, what if this was my daughter? What if this was my sister? My first problem is that the police seem to care too little about ordinary people. Look at the casual nature with which they handle this thing. These people have to be going to the police station over and over again when the person is on phone making communications with them. Then you arrest the gentleman, you are so lackadaisical, you let him escape, and then they have to come back to you before you go and grab him again, and then you are so relaxed about it. And the girls are out there. There are 3 girls that we know of. The question is, what are our police doing? And this is not one of those things where you need fantastic resources. You just need to be diligent. This is somebody's sister, somebody's daughter. The first and most important problem is that if our society thinks that our police don't care anything about ordinary people, we will degenerate. And these are lives at stake. So I worry about why the Western Region Police Commander is still at post. I worry about why all those people in charge are still there. I worry about why this has gone on for weeks and nobody is saying anything about it.
You've heard Professor Mensa Bonsu, you've heard Imani Ghana on that. Well, let's head to the ministry and hear from the Gender and Social Protection Minister, Cynthia Morrison.
This is a very sensitive thing, and because the girls have not been found, I don't want us to read a lot of meaning into it. We are closing up on the kidnappers. I don't know how fast it is, but as a parent, imagine that your daughter is out there and you don't know what is happening to her. It's heartbreaking. As a gender ministry, we have intelligence on the ground that the police are working on it. We are yet to go to Takoradi ourselves. I asked them to send the father's number. I'm going to talk to her. I've asked 2 of my staff to go to Takoradi, find out the parents. And then when I get back to Accra, I'm also going to go there. And if the kidnappers want to ransom or something, we'll find a way of identifying them. All we need is a girl. We don't want to go into details what we are trying to do on air because the children are still not with us. Then when the children get to us, but all I can say is that we should be careful. We should let our young ladies, even our sons, the young boys, be careful where they go to, and then they should go in a company. Now the 7 girls, we don't know whether they were kidnapped together or they were kidnapped separately until we find them and they tell us the story, how they were kidnapped. We can't talk much about it because as of now, we can't tell how it happened. I'm optimistic that we will find them. I pray that wherever they are, the Lord himself will touch the hearts of these kidnappers. But we should not entertain this. And whether they are Nigerians or Ghanaians, I'm sure when the girls are found, we will know the details, where they were kept and all that, so that we can start advising our young people. Police are working at it. That is the report I have, that they are working seriously at it. Maybe closing up on whoever kidnapped the girls.
So from the briefing you're getting from the police, they are very close to getting the girls back to their parents. Is that what it is?
Yes, because we are working, in collaboration with other people. And like I said, I don't want to go into details on air, but that is what they tell me, that they are working at it. And then I will get my report by the close of tomorrow.
Cynthia Morrison is the Gender and Social Protection Minister there. Well, you might find it curious that it's taken months to hear from the ministry. Let's head now to the Western region where we can speak to the Regional Police Commander, DCOP Redeemer Vincent Dejo. Sir, thank you very much for your time this afternoon here on The Pulse.
Thank you.
So first of all, let's ascertain the number. 7 is what we have according to the parents that we've spoken to. How many girls are we looking for here?
On my record, I don't have 7. On our record, we have 3 victims of the kidnap case we are looking into.
You have 3 on your record. Have you had any other information suggesting that there could be more?
No information so far.
Okay, so let's look at the issues. Now, this afternoon we've spoken to the gender minister, who says that the police is closing up, or let me say, I guess he's trying to say closing in on the kidnappers. What does that mean?
Rightly speaking, I would say that the general minister is right on the point. Simple because much effort has been put into this issue we are doing now. so far as the kidnapping of these three victims are concerned. The process started somewhere in August, and we were finding it difficult to actually get to the bottom of the issue because we need to get a few information on the relationship or the call, the call that were received on the phone of the victim. So the first one, we were able to press it, but it was becoming extremely difficult for us to locate where the phone was being used from. Because the service providers that we have can only give you an area, but it cannot give you full location so far as issues are concerned. So we were on it on the 4th of December, another issue also happened, and on the 21st December, another issue happened. Before then, we were able to close in seriously on whoever was responsible. But it was becoming extremely difficult for us also to locate wherever the person is. Fortunately, we were able to analyze the calls that were received on the phone. And it was those calls that we received. We went as far as to places like Somanya to pick somebody there. Then from there, we went to Kofredwa to pick a lady there whose phone was also receiving calls from the phone that was being used to lure these people. So it was from there we came down to Sakradi by the help of this lady we brought from Kofredwa to be able to trace this kidnapper and we arrested him.
So you have two people, if I'm right. You have one gentleman that you said you picked up a Somanya?
No, the gentleman we picked to assist us. Because we were receiving calls. We received calls from somebody who was also receiving calls. It was a call analysis.
Okay, so you did the call analysis. You were able to trace some of the people behind this. You say there was a gentleman and there was a woman. I take it that the gentleman is the one who we've seen the police parading, the one who broke jail, who was subsequently rearrested.
No, it was through those calls that we have made.
Okay.
Analysis made that what led us to arrest the one who escaped from jail and he has been rearrested.
Okay, so you have three people now in connection to the case. You've arrested three people now?
One. The other is like if you are investigating the case, you use conduit to get to whatever you wanted to get to. Those people could be considered as, in my analysis, we have considered to be the conduit through which we have got the main man. The pin in the process.
So what's happening to those two people? Have they also been arrested, or you're using them to arrest more people?
We have used them to arrest to arrest Samuel.
But so are they not complicit in this case? Are you letting them go?
No, they are not complicit in the case.
Okay, but how do you know they're not complicit?
The lady, it's a girlfriend to the gentleman, to Samuel. And pursue the call Samuel has been making to her. That's why we went to pick her. She stays in Kofredwa. It's only a girlfriend to the main man.
So did you let her go?
No, she's on bail.
What I'm asking is whether this girlfriend that you used to arrest the mastermind, the supposed mastermind, whether or not she has been let go, or she's still helping with your investigations.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. That what actually happened was she was not even aware of the activities of his boyfriend. She was not aware of the activities of her boyfriend. Her boyfriend.
Is that what she told you, or that's what your investigations prove?
That is what our investigation proved.
Okay. So what about the other gentleman you say you picked up?
The other gentleman was because we were not trying to we don't want to get straight to the lady because we don't know. But the other gentleman is a friend to the lady we picked, who is actually a girlfriend to Samuel.
At the moment, let me ask you, DCOP Dejo, what are you looking for at the moment? What are you looking for?
We are looking for the victim.
And I'm asking what you're looking for because I want to find out. The minister said you are closing in on the kidnappers. From what you have told me, there's nothing. All you have is this gentleman that you've arrested earlier who broke jail and who was subsequently rearrested. Correct me if I'm wrong.
It is, no, madam, you said that, you are saying there's nothing?
I'm saying, based on what you have told me at the moment, apart from the gentleman you have arrested, which we all know about, he's been in your custody for some time now, so that's not news. But the minister says you are closing in on the kidnappers, she said. So I'm asking you.
What is actually happening is that this is the man who is supposed to open up to us to know where the victims are. We have tried all means to talk to him. He only, in the initial stage, he took us to Kaswa. We went and combed the whole of Kaswa. He could not be able to lead us to where the victims are.
How long have you had him, sir?
What?
How long have you had him in custody?
Today is taken almost 17 days.
You've had him in custody for 17 days.
Yes.
And he keeps leading you to the wrong places.
Yeah, he's not ready even to talk. He will tell you he doesn't know where the victims are.
So, on what basis are you holding him?
No, on the phone that he made to the phones, the victim phone.
He has the phones of the victims?
No, the call that he made to the victims.
Okay. And he is admitted to making those calls?
In one of the instances, there was a communication between them before the kidnapping took place. In all the three cases that we have come to encounter.
Okay.
So we are holding him because if you don't know the people, immediately you have you were brought into custody. Communication to those lines also ceased, and those also went off.
So a lot of people have said, sir, that it's been 17 days of you holding on to this gentleman and he's leading you to the places that you're not finding what you're looking for. They have said that these are children, and assuming that any of them were your child, they're saying that the police has really not shown a lot of... Let me answer. They have said that a lot of people have said that the police has not shown any serious level of competence, any serious level of urgency in finding these people because it's taken too long. How do you respond to that?
My response to that is that is the wrong perception about whatever we are doing. Because, you know, it is not like the things are just that you go and you must use tactics. You must be, when the person is what can you do? You cannot subject him to inhuman treatment. Because the law of human rights does not allow a lot of things to be done. So if someone is saying that police not doing, I don't know what they want us to do, apart from doing going by the procedural processes and doing what is right for as professionals.
So in 17 days, you have one gentleman who has confessed to, or who you believe you have good reason to hold because of the communication link you have established between him and the victims you are looking for. It's been 17 days. For the parents who have lost their kids, who cannot find their kids, for them it's been much longer because, like you said, this started in August. August, September, October, November, December, January. That's 6 months of a parent not seeing their child. There's been demonstrations in Takoradi. For 17 days, you're holding on to one person. What Ghanaians are asking is, what else are you doing? Which other places are you looking? Why is it just this one gentleman, and why does he keep leading you to the wrong places, and why are we not hearing anything more from the police?
What is actually the issue at hand is this is the vital weakness for us getting to the bottom of the issue is concerned. And if you ask him questions as to where the people are, he will say they are with one John. You lead, and the John is staying in Kaswa. You lead us to go to where the John is. You will lead us to Kaswa. We will only go and roam the whole of Kaswa. You will show our houses, we will break into those houses, we will not see anybody. So we will continue playing our role as professionals. And what I want to assure everybody is that it is not going to be a one-day thing whereby you will force somebody to say something, and at the end of the day, we'll be saying that police are subjected to torture. That's why I've been able to say this, I should not have been able to say. So we wanted to do things in such a way that the international community will also appreciate whatever we are doing.
I do appreciate that, but what it means then, based on how far we have come on this conversation, is that it's either the minister is lying to all of us Ghanaians, or the minister knows something that you don't know. Because this afternoon she said you're closing in.
Robert, because what the minister was saying was that we are closing in. This is one, but somebody needs to tell us what the accomplices are and what the victims are. So, I mean, it is not, the moment we are doing this, we will definitely get to the bottom, because he's still in that custody. We are not releasing.
DCOP, if I understand you right, from all that you have told me, we are still at square one where we were. As far as arresting who you're holding as a key suspect is concerned, we haven't really made progress from there. But that's different.
But this is not all things we have to put into the public domain.
So there's information that you cannot share with the public now?
No, these are we have to use to do the work we are doing.
Yeah, but you've just told us that you have this gentleman, but he's giving you wrong leads, and that's pretty much ends the story for you.
No, he cannot end the story. I didn't say that end the story. You are still on him. Madam, you are still on him.
So your hopes as police investigating this, everything is based on the gentleman you have in custody right now.
Can you come again?
I'm asking if your hope as police investigating this particular matter, everything rests on this gentleman who you have in your custody.
Yeah, it must rest on him. But why else we look around, looking at other alternatives?
What are these alternatives? I mean, what are the alternatives that are available to any 20?
To my chest, please.
Well, but I mean, as Ghanaians and as the parents whose children have gone, I do understand. I do understand, sir. But what I'm saying is, if I can land with my question, sir.
Music concert.
No, nobody has said it's a music concert, I must say, by the way. But the point I'm making is that for the parents who cannot find their children for 6 months, they are hoping to get more information from the police. And I'm asking, apart from helping and making this guy lead you to the information you want, what else can you do? What are the alternatives that we can explore to find the girls?
Well, we started the process by, we have even published the pictures of the victims. Perhaps somebody comes on them somewhere, they can give us information. Spotted these girls here or there. So we can move it. Or those that he is mentioning and he is never ready to point them to us. Maybe if anybody who has any credible information to give us, we are there. 48 hours, not even 24.
DCOP Vincent Dejo, thank you very much for your time this afternoon. Welcome. He is the Western Regional Police Commander there, helping us understand where we are and where we go from here as the girls who are missing still stay with their captors. We're told that he says on his records he has 3. He doesn't have 7. But the information that we have from the Western region, especially from those who went on that demonstration, have said that it's about 7 girls. But the police commander says on their records they're looking for 3 girls.